we have someone that many of you may already know. Her name has already been spoken of up here, speaking about Indigenous rights, and that is Terri Napeahi. Terri is a community activist. She organized Keokaha Action Network, or KAN, an organization that fights to decolonize environmental racism against Native Hawaiians. And please welcome Terri.
Aloha! Aloha! Ditto to what Kuhan said. She took my whole speech. Amen! I'm going home. Kuhan, you're the bomb. My name is Terri Napeahi, and I am speaking about Indigenous rights. First, I want you, in your mind, to give me the definition of what Indigenous means. In the dictionary, Indigenous means originating from or occurring naturally in a place. I'm going to be speaking about the people that originated here, occurring naturally with their environment, who at one time was 100% independent from all imported goods, relied completely on the resources on this very island and this moku. I am proud to be a representative of the families that were living here for hundreds of years. In fact, under this concrete is where some of my family lived in their homes. I am from this Waiakea Ahupua'a, like they say, from the mountain to the sea. Resources that were coveted by ali'is because of how abundant the fishing was, the taro was. This entire Hilo River fed the biggest and the largest kalo fields here in Hilo. Coveted so much that the ali'is took them as a prized ahupua'a. Hilo River was the first crown land to be distributed during the Great Mahele. What does that mean? Before the overthrow, King Kamehameha III decided to bring his people together, distribute the lands that were ali'i lands, so that they can continue to live with a piece of parcel, which they never believed they owned. That is a Western concept, to own your land. They lived in harmony by feeding each other. Every single person in that ahupua'a, from the mountain to the sea, was an expert in something. They had a job, and if they did not do it well, they believed that there would be a famine. If they did not do the best in their job and became an expert in making tapa, in making their canoes, in making their fish hooks, there would be famine. What put that in their mind was because they came with this environment. They adapted to become the environment. What does that mean? They believe that participating in eating and indulging in the water, in the food that they produced, was actually indulging in a mana, in the spirit of their ancestors that lived here before. So, what I'm talking about when we are the environment, they had to make sure that everything that they produced, everything that they used was replenished and was praised. They praised the higher source of power in everything they did. They planted ko'as outside in the fishing villages where they put ho'okupu, food for the gods, so that they knew the next year would be abundant. for their people. I didn't know what racism was until I was in the 7th grade. I was born and raised to live in a Hawaiian homeland that was put aside by Congress, the occupiers, to be in a little box. We were one of the first indigenous families to be in a box called Keokaha on this very island in 1920 to rehabilitate Hawaiians who did not have a place to live anymore. What does that mean? My family's lands were taken and replaced with industrial facilities. Racism. Genocide, you think? Amen. Discrimination, you think? Yes. Say yes. Yes. It is discrimination. It is genocide. It is the truth. It is my truth. Yes. If it wasn't for congressmen begging Congress during the Organic Act, my people would not be here today. Was that genocide? Yes. Yes, it is genocide. Something that nobody wants to talk about. But a Hawaiian? I think not. You're here to make changes. You're going to help me and my people stay alive. Are you not right? Yes. Indigenous people have to work harder. And yet, I'm a woman that also has to work harder. Everything, every statistics that you talk about, double that for a Hawaiian.